So before we actually get started with going and getting everything that I'm missing, here's what I meant by skill points. There's this little section back here, in the very back of the guidebook. You get here, it's behind Winter Tundra's page, and it shows you what skill points you've gotten. Here you can see the Skilos Badlands was the Catbat Quartet, which was the 4 we killed in that one area. Canyon Speedway was finished under 110. Icy Speedway was finished under 115. Hurricos was destroy all windmills. Skilos Badlands was destroy all cacti. And they all go along basically in that. As I've said multiple times before, they don't do anything. The skill points are actually quite literal. It is just points for being skillful and doing something skillful, either because it's difficult or because you wouldn't normally think of it. And like that's really all it is. As you can see, it only lists the ones you found because all of the skill points are secret. If you do in fact get something for getting all the skill points, which I don't think you do, but if you do, I will do another video, another stream on that. But that will be then. For now, we are actually going to try to finish up 100%ing the game. So you can see it's right behind the Winter Tundra here. So we've got some stuff to do all the way back in Autumn Plains. So let's start there. Let's not go back into Dragon Shores. Also, I think I said Summer Plain instead of Summer Forest. Hello, kitty. Now is the time for dragons. Now is not a time for kitties. Yeah, so to begin with, we want to go ahead and finish up the tundra itself. The tundra itself. The forest itself. Good grief. To do that, you need to come over here.
There's something shiny at the top.
You just come up here, and you get a bunch of gems. That's Summer Forest's last orb. And the last gems, too. So let's see. We need to finish Glimmer, and we need to finish Sunny Beach. Sunny Beach is right here. So we'll go ahead and finish this one first. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get to the end of the level, like we did last time. There's a couple things you need to do on the way there. Also, yes, those ducks do take 2 hits. If you hit them once and don't follow up, they will hit you back. Come on, get your butt on the switch. Since we can climb, we can now get up here, which lets us access a few gems, and that's basically it. Also, that dude, the shock stick, doesn't really have his priorities very straight. Considering he shocked the duck instead of actually going after us. So you remember the dude who we saw, that weird duck dude with the chef hat? We're about to meet him, probably.
Hello, young one. There's a chef up at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our turtles. Maybe you could climb up there and stop him.
Before I do that, I'm gonna come down here because there are gems down here. Those are the most often missed gems in this game, I believe, at least for me, for this level.
Your turtle friends happen to make a very good soup. If I can catch them. You can try to say them if you like, but I'm feeling awfully hungry.
Also, this dude is really creepy. So this is pretty simple, actually. He'll ring the triangle, and the turtles will approach the pot. What you need to do is make sure to hit them in a way they fall in that water. Because getting out of the water is the only way to get them to safety. Also, you don't immediately lose if they reach the pot.
So, you saved a few turtles. There are more where those came from. Here, take this orb and go away.
You don't immediately lose if they get to the pot. They'll, like, stand there for a second and shake themselves, prepare to jump in. So you have a few seconds.
If you step a little closer to the pot, I'll start ringing my bell again.
So yeah. And here's the second phase. This one's a lot harder. Luckily, there can only be so many turtles here at once. Yeah, flaming doesn't quite work as well as you might hope. They'll only go so far with the fire. It's mostly a way to ward them off until you can get them properly in the water. Yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong about there only being a certain amount. Yeah. If you're not fast, that happens. The problem is if you try to get a better view on where the turtles are appearing, you can't see the pot very well. Bank shot!
Rats! You saved every turtle on the beach. Here, take this. I was gonna use it to buy potatoes, but now I don't need it.
He's strangely, accepting about this. Yeah, this isn't too hard. You just can't let it overwhelm you. You have to focus on getting them in there as much as you can. With that, I believe we can go back. Do the other orb now. Yep.
The water workers have boxed up most of our baby turtles. The boxes are incredibly strong. With a more powerful flame breath, maybe you could break them open and release the turtles.
So yeah, you need the super flame power up for this, which you won't have enough enemies dead to manage it when you first come in here, so you have to go all the way to the end. Here's a little trick. There's no big turtle here, so what you do is drown yourself in the box. Oh, thanks for the grab there, Sparks. Before I go back and get that flame, because I'm going to have to do this twice anyway. I forgot this little section up here when I first started the level. All these little gems scattered around. You glide over here, get even more of them. I mean, the turtle's there. I'm probably just happy I'm not setting it on fire. So that is all of the gems now. Oops, sorry. Which means... I can focus on this orb instead. Also, actually, I probably could have come here with the Super Flame power-up. But I forgot there's one more beyond the power-up that I needed to get, so I wasted a little bit of time there. But oh well. We hit it one last time. Over here, and...
Impressive! Most impressive! Please take this sacred, thingamajig as a token of our everlasting gratitude.
Sacred thingamajig, huh? And that's everything in Sunny Beach, so we can just go ahead and hit exit level and leave. Nice thing about exit level is that it just drops you out of level with everything you've already collected, as if you left through the exit portal. Let's see. Next is Glimmer, and that will have completely finished out Summer Forest. There's actually something I'm going to show off for Glimmer. While we are there. Because there is actually a slight oversight in the game where I could have 100% of Glimmer the first way through. For all the other levels I did have to come back, but I didn't quite have to come back for Glimmer. First thing is, like always, we need to kill as many enemies as possible for the power-up. Luckily, Spyro can mow them down like no one's business. Need 10, okay?
Head on up the ladder.
Yeah, head on up the ladder is literally all he says. There's the 10 we need. So we climb up this ladder. Grab some gems and talk to him.
Hey! Great! You've got the Superfly power-up active. Now you can light the gem lamps in this cave.
And yeah, this is basically the same thing as it was outside. light all the lamps. And don't miss them like I did. I don't remember if they actually go out unless if you wait too long. Yes, they do. Let's just go ahead and get all the gems we can see here. I'm gonna grab them all. So trying that again. Also, as you can hear, the lizard is active for some reason, even though I haven't gone that far. And I don't know what in the world Sparks is doing. Got it. There's quite a bit of room for error, so that's nice.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. For a while, I was afraid we were going to have to cancel tonight's baseball game. Here,
What?
somebody mix this orb in with a baseballs.
You have baseball games down here? That seems unwise. I think Sparks got stuck in his treasure detect animation for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I can't think of what else. I can't think of anything else he'd be doing. I guess you're right. I can't think of one way baseball in a confined cave system would be a problem. Glimmer complete. So now, normally you would in fact...
I need all your dishes put in.
Go back again. So normally you would have to wait until you got climbed to be able to get up there and finish the Glimmer. However, there's a slight oversight with the Superfly power-up. You can see it drains super fast when you get in here, but you can actually get up there with that Superfly power-up, which I'm going to see if I can do. Tricky, but it's entirely possible. And if you pull this off, you actually can 100% Glimmer your first visit, so you don't ever have to come back here. The key is to stay as close to the ceiling as you possibly can. Not quite... Make sure you don't hit that edge, though. But I've done this before. It was a while ago, though, so, I wish Spyro flew a little faster, admittedly. Yep, ta-da! And using the Superfly power-up, you can get right up there, and thus circumvent the need for, being able to climb. That is the only place in this entire game you can actually get around needing an ability. At least the only one I know of. But I thought that was neat. So with that, we've completely finished Summer Forest. So we have Fracture Hills and Shady Oasis. In Autumn Plains. Let's go get to that. Over here. Into Fracture Hills we go!
Thank you for...
Yeah, we're gonna have to do the, stage over as we go. This is actually probably what I would consider, oh, hello! Okay, come on, I was past him. How did he do that? I wouldn't consider this, the worst orbs or anything. But this is probably... my second personal least favorite. There are two that are coming up that I just really do not like. Luckily, the Shady Oasis orb that we are missing is not actually all that bad. So there's that. And there's also that. I didn't mean to do that, but it was funny. So, Yeah, bagpipes.
It's great.
Yeah. I know, shut up.
Now that you have...
Alright, so... Step 1. Get rid of these guys. To make any of this anywhere near not sanity destroying, you need these things gone. Oh, too close. We have to supercharge into there, which is unfortunate, but, well, it is what it is. So we kind of have all the Earth Shapers in this area. So I gotta clear out the rest of the area now. This other area down over this way. See, there are multiple down areas here. Which is part of what makes this so problematic. Hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. There was some kind of weird rumbling, and apparently the cat was fighting with the dog. Well, I say fighting, but she was trying to be overly friendly, and he was very upset about it. And you can probably hear him whining to me in the background. Because I have not immediately come to comfort him after the white beast made him upset. Where's the lava? Where's the lava? Ow! Don't you laugh at me! Get in there! That's what you get. Let's see. And there's yet one last one over here. That is, I believe... Oh, there's still a friendly little bro over here. That, I believe, is the last of the Earth Shapers. Yes, yes it is. So now... we've got some orbs to do. And this may look very familiar to you. In fact, I think before I try that, I'm going to do the paired orbs over here. Which, let me assure you, are not fun. If you are concerned, this is not going to be fun.
I've been experimenting with this potion. I'd like to test it out, but the Earthshapers out there have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort?
Yeah, when he says that we need an escort, he means he's going to take the absolute worst possible path to Hunter that is physically possible. He's also going to try to trick you, because he's a jerk.
Will you?
Oh, come on!
Will you?
No, I need to heal myself first. So yeah, this is gonna go like that the whole time. Luckily, Hunter's is less...
Will you?
Actively infuriating, but it's not easy by any stretch of the means. The main problem is that these guys will actually put themselves back in their proper positions. So how did that hit me? If you move them out of position. So you can't just move them out of the way and be proactive. Because that would be smart. I can't see where he's going. God damn it. He was almost there, too.
Will you?
Okay, you need to wait for a little bit. What are you pointing at? Piggy, piggy, piggy. Piggy! Okay, let's try this again.
Will you?
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now, Pie. I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, you only need to hit them once and he can walk past them. If you actually know his route... you can manage it pretty simply. And he doesn't go towards that one far enough to actually get hit. So instead he comes back here. There!
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me?
That, much like the secret agent one, was also less difficult than I imagined it.
As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earth Shapers? All right. When I shoot an Earth Shaper with an arrow, you head bash him before he gets back up. Remember, head bash by...
Yeah, this is why I didn't do this when we were last here. Because you need the head bash, so you would have had to go through that whole potion again. Luckily, Hunter telegraphs pretty clearly which ones he's taking out. This is pretty simple.
We make a great team. Here, I was going to give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
It can be a little tricky if you're not sure where the Earth Shapers are, but yeah, like I said, Hunter telegraphs where he's going to shoot pretty clearly. Oh yeah, trust me, I'm not very happy with him. So here's the last thing of Fracture Hills. It's another supercharged puzzle. That I messed up. I almost had it though. It's thankfully not too difficult. Once you actually figure out how to control Spyro's once you actually figure out how to steer and when is the best spot to jump, they're never too hard.
Oh, thank goodness you broke that door down for me. I thought I'd be stuck in here forever. I found this fancy orb in here. Please take it.
You say that, but I actually do like the supercharged tracks. I just wish I just wish the collision was a little better. So yeah, that's all the orbs here in Fracture Hills. You can see why I was a wee bit upset. So we actually need to circle back around. Because you might remember that I actually stopped to look at a metal chest. We have to supercharge into that. And of course, this is going to be what takes me like 3 tries to do. Never mind the fact that I did the actual orb fairly flawlessly. Also, okay, I was gonna say a trick on these is you don't actually have to jump on that ramp. Spyro auto-launches himself off a ramp, but for some reason he didn't do it there. Yeah, okay, never mind. I guess I'm going to have to start jumping. During the one in Robotica Farms, I didn't press X once. Because he auto-launched himself off of those, ramps, but for some reason he doesn't want to do it here now. Here. No! So close! Yeah, this is gonna take me a couple tries, so, feel free to take a break, get up, get a sandwich, get a drink, conquer the world. You know, something that won't take too long. There we go! You gotta fall off that edge, you can't jump off of it. And that's all for Fracture Hills. So we're gonna go ahead and pop out. And last, we have Shady Oasis, which is, I believe, right in here. Yep. So same deal as before. We just got to get to the end of the level first, because that's where the final orb is.
Spyro.
Sparks is apparently permanently stuck in gem finder mode, which is a little odd, but. And the 20 left should actually be in that head bash container I couldn't do at the end of the stage. So right there at the end should be everything we need. I do like these little Arabian thieves, though, I'm not gonna lie. Especially they're almost horrified little noises when you kill them. actually stopped to let him do his noise before. That was pretty great. Alright, so now that we're here, first thing I want to do is this. Because if I was correct, yep, that's all the gems. So now we can do the last
My 8
orb.
brothers have been trapped in rock and will sink in the lava if you can't break them free. Head bash the rocks by jumping, then pressing triangle, and follow my lead. Follow me, and remember.
Not difficult.
I have a big family, but you've managed to save all of them. Take this thing, too. I'm too tired to carry it anymore.
It's very tight timing. So if you can't get the timing down, then you'll have a problem, but the actual task is not difficult. And with that, Shady Oasis is also now complete. Which, if you've been following, you know what that means. Or rather, if you remember what was on the door, you know what that means. Summer Forest and all its worlds, complete. Autumn Plains and all its worlds, complete. Winter Tundra and all its worlds, complete. We have now officially 100%ed the game. So are you ready to see what our reward for 100%ing the game is? Are you excited? Are you anticipating it? Which one is Winter Tundra? Here's Winter Tundra. We have to go back to Dragon Shores first, so keep your pants on. Yeah, I'm sorry, you came real late. We already totally finished the game. I'm just about to show off the 100% reward. Sorry. But yeah, so when you have 100% in the game, when you have 10,000 gems and 64 orbs, you come here. This opens to reveal a Super Flame power-up. Seems kind of weird, right? Why is this here? Well, if we actually go through it, looks like it was nothing happened, right? Except if you try to flame, yes, your reward for 100%ing the game is a permanent Super Flame power up. But it goes more than that. Oh, it actually goes a little bit more than that. But see, there's a neat little trick you can do once you have done this. When you get back out. So what you can do is you go to Quit Game, you confirm it. Of course, it'll take you back to the start screen like this. What you do now, new game, over that file, confirm the overwrite. Skip the cutscenes because we don't need to see those. So what did that do? Why in the world would you overwrite your 100% file with a new one? Because if you can't tell, you keep the Super Flame power up. So So you now started a brand new game with the Super Flame power-up from the first second. Now keep in mind, on the Super Flame power-up, it breaks metal cases, so you no longer have to actually do any of the finicky stuff. You don't have to find the firework, you don't have to supercharge into it, you don't have to find the power-up, you can just break it straight out. And that includes the head bash cases. You can just flat out break the head bash cases now. It kills everything in one hit, even the Earth Shapers. So the Alchemist and the Hunter one, yeah, you can just completely do that ridiculously easy. Which I'm actually going to reset the game and show you that, because it's kind of hilarious. But yeah, you have, so when you overwrite your 100% file after you've touched the permanent Super Flame power up, that new game has the permanent Super Flame power up from the start. That's your reward for 100%ing the game. When you want to play it again, because why wouldn't you? This game is awesome. You can start with that power up, and it makes so many things so easy. It's kind of hilarious. So we'll just go ahead and load it up. Because yeah, it doesn't overwrite your save until you actually like finish Glimmer and save the game. So we'll go ahead and load this up and go on back to Fracture Hills, because we're going to do something really satisfying. And also because I find this actually kind of funny. Of course, we have to get back up there, so bear with me while we go here. So coming back to Fracture Hills. Pops a little complete thing if you come back to the stage. Yeah, keep in mind the Super Flame power-up is totally ranged. It actually doesn't stop going until you've gone off screen. Oh, hello! I thought I killed you. Get out. So having this from the start, one of the things is, you know these kind of things here that you gotta have to charge through? Yeah, no you don't. So there's that. It can break things you normally have to supercharge through, which makes it easier. But here's the most satisfying. When I said it killed everything, I wasn't being facetious. If I even use that word right, but I was dead serious. It kills everything in one hit. So what do you think happens with the Alchemist now that all those are gone?
Yeah.
I missed one. But, notice how these guys haven't respawned. Oh, seriously, this is the worst path. Why do you take this, dude? makes it all the way to Hunter completely unmolested. You could literally walk over here and just wait by Hunter if you wanted. The game will not stop you because he can get there on his own. So what do you think happens with Hunter's orb?
As long as...
Since they're already all dead, what do you think happens now?
We make
You don't get it. You just get it straight out because all of them are already dead and the game only does a check on how many Earthshapers are alive. So yeah, that is completely trivialized by the Super Flame power-up. And so many more things like it are as well. And in fact, there's one last thing I want to show. As soon as we load back in. So how do you think this works with the bosses? Answer? Completely trivializes them. And that works on Ripto too. Only phase 1 and 2, considering you have the Super Flame power-up anyway in phase 3, but you can do that exact thing with Ripto, and he'll be stun locked just like Gulp there was. And the same goes for Crush too. So yeah, that's your reward for 100%ing the game. A permanent Super Flame power-up, which you can either use in your current file to get all the skill points, or you can load a new game and have it from the very start. Definitely worth it, I think. Definitely worth it. But with that, that's everything. Like I said, I'm not going to bother with all the skill points, so I've shown you everything I can show you in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I hope you enjoyed it because I sure did. Have a nice day.